Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to have many different twists and turns, as well as surprises in this film by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So what's really great about Episode 9 is that not only will we have a lot of revelations, and that the fact that this movie is going to have saga-wide implications, as Richard E. Grant once said on the Radio Times as well, that there are going to be earth-shaking twists and turns in this movie, which really gets my mind boggled as to exactly what they plan to do in this film. It's really going to change how we view the past Star Wars films. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions. This is where things begin to get very exciting and intriguing. Now, specifically, a description of Rey inside of the Lost City, where it's described that she comes across the entrance to the Land of Warriors, where she is said to hear a strange voice guiding her in there while she holds the Skywalker family lightsaber. It's described to be the distant and faint voices of Anakin Skywalker. The next describes Rey heading toward one of the statues that is said to contain something of great value that once belonged to Anakin Skywalker. It said that Rey opens up the statue of the structure, where it's said that she discovers a metallic box that holds a device that Anakin Skywalker handed down to Ahsoka and was hidden away for decades. The object is said to be a device of some kind that glows in both a red and blue hue, and is a device that once belonged to one of the acolytes over in the Beyond, that somehow fell into the hands of Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars. The device is said to have secrets of the origins of the dark side, as well as the origins of the Force, that will allow a Force sensitive to discover new powers that have never been seen before on the big screen in Star Wars history. The device is said to be in the form of a hexagon, and is very similar to the one that the Knights of Ren and Kylo Ren have as well. So, I really want to go over a couple of parts about this, obviously, because this is a big secret that belongs to Anakin Skywalker. In case you guys did not know, that is in fact going to be explained next year for Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, where we will be able to see this object and its origins in the Clone Wars Season 7 in animated form, which is going to be a very interesting take on how the Clone Wars is going to be somewhat connected to the Rise of Skywalker, how this object eventually was handed down to Ahsoka Tano and she hid it away, and basically Anakin Skywalker told her to keep this a big secret. So this device is said to be taken from the acolytes of the Beyond, and that it holds the true origins of the dark side and of course the origins of the Force entirely, that'll actually provide a Force-sensitive individual new powers that we have never seen before in the Star Wars franchise. Now, this could either A, explain as to why we are going to have flash fights, or why the Force bonds are going to evolve in Star Wars Episode 9, or B, it could also have something to do with, of course, the new villain, or something related to new powers that we currently know nothing about, related to both Rey and Kylo Ren in this story. So what I find so fascinating about all of this is that it really seems like that JJ is really trying to make Anakin Skywalker the backbone of Episode 9. After all, the name Skywalker is in the title, and we do know that there are at least more than 3 different meanings of the title of Episode 9, which really gets your mind wondering as to exactly what means what here and there in different acts of the film. So, not only this, we also know that this device is going to be connected to the evolving plot device, also known as a MacGuffin, that moves the characters from start to finish of the story and moves the story forward. So this device is going to be a part about all of that, and I think that when we think about this, the fact that this device belonged to the acolytes of the Beyond, it really makes one wonder, is this a holocron of some kind, like an ancient holocron, or could it be a very different type of thing that fans have never seen before in Star Wars lore, that is now going to be introduced by director J.J. Abrams, which to me, guys, I think is going to be a very impressive piece in order to truly make something very original and unique to the fans that we have never seen before on the big screen. So, the secret by Anakin Skywalker that was stored away, like I say, it's said to be in the form of a hexagon, glows in a blue and red hue, and once belonged to the Acolytes of the Beyond. Now, the Acolytes, in case you guys did not know, are dark side worshippers, and in Episode 9, they're going to be going over at least one of the Acolytes of the Beyond, the next generation, if you will, the last survivor from what it seems, and that is in fact going to be the new villain in this movie. Now, honestly, I think it's great that J.J. Abrams is really trying to pay respect to the character of Anakin Skywalker and to do amazing things with this movie that's really going to make us view the other Star Wars films in a different way, hopefully in a positive way and not in a negative way, right? Because that is the big risk here, is that Disney and Lucasfilm, J.J. and crew, they're using this movie as a way in order to really change how we perceive the past Star Wars films. They're really trying to do something so heavy with shock and awe that's really going to make us go, wow. And I think that if they do that correctly, it could very well reshape the franchise in a positive way instead of a negative, but we'll have to wait and see. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.